And now racing onto the puck is Max Grondin, in all alone, he scores! Max Grondin using his long strides to get down the ice and tie things up. After being drafted 37th overall by the Saginaw Spirit, expectations were high for Max Grondin. The 6'4", 200-pound center registered a respectable 11 points in his rookie season and then nearly tripled that number the next year. But the start to his 2018-19 campaign wasn't what he'd hoped for. In limited ice time with the Spirit this season, Grondin collected 2 points through 13 games before being traded to the Petes. Now he's found a new home and his game in Peterborough.
It felt good to just be back playing a regular shift and just being involved and knowing you're making a difference on the team is always good, right? Compared to just being like not playing as much and just not being in the right spot, you know?
His new spot, Peterborough, is a place Grondin didn't know much about. But the big center, who was brought in after Zach Gallant injured his ankle, has felt the embrace of his new teammates and the city, all while gaining perspective about the game.
I didn't know much, to be honest, and when I got here, I mean, everyone just welcomed me, and it was great. The guys are a really good group, and we're all close together, and just the difference between like teams and just like how you can be like not having a good like on another team, not being exactly where you want to be, to like moving and just being more like used, and just the change in the locker room too. Just like the group of guys can make a big difference, and just how guys are close together can make a really big impact on the ice and how the team is performing.
Big moves are nothing new for the 18-year-old Grondin. The distance between Saginaw and Peterborough is about half the distance between Saginaw and his hometown of Hearst, Ontario.
So yeah, I started skating when I was 3 on the pond back home in Hearst. It gets cold in winter, so yeah. And I played single A my whole life, like up to Bantam. Actually, major Bantam, I moved to North Bay. Just myself, so I moved away from home and started playing for the North Bay Trappers. Had a pretty good year, and then the next year I went to minor midget in Vaughan for my draft year, so that went also pretty well. Got drafted to Saginaw and been playing in the OHL ever since.
For his long journey to the OHL, Grondin credits his father for getting him this far.
My dad, for sure, just helped me out throughout my whole career. Just being from Hearst was pretty hard, so just summer hockey, like tournaments and stuff, like we had to move, like go play in Toronto, drive 10 hours, you know. So of course my dad would be like the most influential person in my life. Just moving away from home at 14 really, so my dad was wondering, because he heard a lot of stories about guys being homesick and stuff, so he didn't want me to be homesick on my minor midget year, but it just went well, so.
Along for Hinge, now Grondin scores! It's the hat trick for Max Grondin! That'll make it 5-3 Peterborough with 3:43 to go. You talk about having an afternoon, Max Grondin has starred in this one.
Now with his hockey roots planted here in Peterborough, what kind of player does Grondin want to be?
Just a hard guy to play against that bangs bodies, and just like hard-working player, two-way forward, and get pucks in that, and yeah.